Hey everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right, and this episode is called The Bigger Your Dreams, the More You Can Help Others.
Yeah!
I'm not even going to do my quote.
No?
No, because I don't remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about dreams and dreaming big. And I've talked about this a couple times on different podcasts about how it's been interesting to me to learn about others and their mindsets and whether they dream big or dream small or dream just enough for their family or whatever it is. So I'm talking to the people who are scared to dream big, who want to dream big, who want to expand their minds, because the people that we've surrounded ourselves has pushed us to think bigger. Every time, like, I get around, new people in a new room, because we're always like, trying to find like who's the next person, who, how can we keep on learning? How can we keep on learning? And as a part of that, we end up, finding people who we end up working with, right? Because we have such strong core values, and we want to find people who are very much like us that we could potentially even do business together, not just learn from.
Right.
So as we do that, we'll be talking to people and we're like, whoa. Really? Man, my mind hasn't even, I thought I was dreaming big, and I can dream so much bigger. So I'm talking to you, like those of you who get as excited as we do about this kind of stuff. I'm talking to you because not everybody does, and that's okay. For those of you who do, it is hard to keep dreaming this big, especially at the very, very beginning. Because you've got people surrounded around you right now that aren't at the level, that aren't necessarily going to encourage you and push you. And they could, ultimately be like, you've been saying this for like years, right? You and I started in real estate in 2008, right? And it wasn't until we came to Ohio and started building this family of companies that we actually saw some real success.
Right.
So, and that was 2017. Almost 10 years, people around us could be saying, Flip and Danny, just keep on talking about what you're going to do in real estate, right? Because they just didn't believe us, or they didn't think it was possible, or whatever it is. So you might have people around you that are doing the same thing. It's kind of the big point that I wanted to make.
And don't let them discourage you. That's the most important thing. There's even people that you and I would consider incredibly smart that just don't have that mindset and desire to grow and do as much as they can. And it's just that blows me away too, is seeing those people that I consider to be just amazing people, and they're not applying themselves. Maybe they're happy with just what they're doing now, and they're fine doing that and not growing and getting bigger and doing all these other things that you and I have the eternal thoughts of every day. Maybe they just don't have that, but it blows me away when I see that, and I'm just like, they could have so much more. Yeah,
and it's almost I feel like that can be a negative Nancy type situation too, to those of us who think big and dream big and want like everything to happen, because they're sitting up here and they sometimes feel like, hey, I'm smarter than these two guys. These Flip and Danny, like, they don't even use 4-syllable words, man.
I know.
I'm smarter than they are. So why would I believe in them? Like, so it's almost like they don't feel like they can do it, and therefore they're going to poo on our parade and not think that we can do it, when I don't think there's intellect necessarily to it so much as it is grit and drive and passion and, ethics and, transparency and truth and all the things that make somebody attract other people to want to do stuff and to ride the train and everybody be able to do it together. So don't let the smart people, push you down either. Everybody has different talents and different desires and different wants and passions, and not everybody wants what we want, and we don't want what everybody else wants, but everybody has their piece to the puzzle, and those pieces should be respected and valued just as much as the dream big piece should.
Yeah, which is why I really like being a part of those masterminds, because in the masterminds, a lot of the same people that we're meeting in the masterminds are just like us.
Yes.
And they dream big and do enormous things, and we're like,
Million Dreams.
That's right.
One of my favorite songs. When we're talking about dreams, I could just listen to that song over and over. So just don't quit. This is one of our messages. Don't quit. Surround yourself with others that are going to push you and celebrate you. More and more, I'm very active on Facebook. It's where I'm most active because I'm most comfortable with that social media platform. It took me a long long time to get on social media. Once I did, I was like, I like this platform, and it's hard for me now to go to 6 other platforms and be there. But we're starting to surround ourselves with people that when you say something and you do something, they're going, congrats. Not, I'm jealous, I'm envious. I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. It's everybody's pushing each other, everybody's celebrating each other, and you find that circle and those tribes. It's pretty amazing. It's life-changing.
Yep. And now one of the things we never gave up, and it's because of the book Think and Grow Rich, not what I had said the other day. So ignore that comment on that episode. But in Think and Grow Rich, there's the story of the 3 feet from gold. And ever since I heard that story, I won't let us. I'm not allowing us to give up. It's not an option. And if you don't know the story, make sure you go back and check that out. But, we never gave up, and now we have almost 50 team members across 6 different companies. We've got a 15,000 square foot office where we've got a profit sharing program within the company. And one of the things that we're doing, and we know that this is going to be airing later, and hopefully it's going to be done by then, but it's probably not. But we're starting what's called a project wall, and it's going to say RY. And we're having everyone send us their pictures of their kids, their dogs, their cats, or whatever, their whys, why they get up every morning and go to work. And so in our cafeteria or cafe, we're going to have a full wall of everybody's pictures and who they are and who they correspond to in the company. And it's going to be RY. Now, this is a pretty big project. And that's why I don't think it's going to be done by the time this airs. But I'm going to do everything. So
spoiler alert for all of our team members who actually listen to the podcast.
Yeah, but I'm going to be working on it. So that's what we're working on now, because we don't want people to give up. We don't want always. Just never give up. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. And remember everybody tells you to write down your what, your why, and all those types of things. I think it's important. We've always known it, and that it was the team and what we were building, and the ability to, give back to people. Like we've created jobs, right? That was part of our why. We've created jobs for other people in a culture in which we believe and we think and we hope that they actually enjoy coming here. And it's not always been pretty. Like there's been ups and downs. And I've been a big reason for that, but it's tough building this this much, but as we've grown, we've continually gotten better, and we wanted to give back to them in that way, and it was our why that we could see, right? But now we want to see their whys, and we want to continue to expand like the tentacles of Freedom Real Estate Group amongst our team, amongst our investors, and see how it spreads, right? Because we're giving them a job, and we've got this profit sharing program, and we have so many dreams for what this company can do, they can now start giving back, and we can have, I want to have causes and nonprofits on the wall, I know we said RY and we talked about dogs and cats, and it's because so many of us here are animal lovers, and part of my, a friend of ours, Kim Slaughter, has got Together Saving Paws. That would be a cause, and that's why animals are important. And it's just going to be a cool wall to be able to go in and look and just remember why we work so hard and why we do what we do. And so we want to tell you guys, the bigger you dream, the more you can help others. Don't stop dreaming big.
That's right.
Dream big and bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make sure you head on over to our website, freedomcapitalinvestments.com, and join our investor club to see all of the stuff that we're doing behind the scenes in our deals. And just that way, you're also getting to know us, and we're getting to know you for any of those special deals.
Yes.
But we're on all the social medias. Make sure you're hitting the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button if you think this was a good idea to dream big, to help others, to expand your reach, all of those things that make you feel warm and fuzzy. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. But we like to end all of our episodes with
invest smart,
live happy. Bye everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss.